Okay guys, on number 8, I messed up my graph on the last video, so I'm going to pick up on this video with question number 8. Okay, it says that the center is located at -13, comma, -16. And there's another point, or there's a point on the circle at -10, comma, -16. Well, in order to write our equation in both forms, you need to know the center and the radius. Well, we can actually calculate the radius. The radius is going to be the distance in between the center and the point on the circle. So we can use the distance formula. Okay, this will be my first set of x coordinates, or x, my first x and my first y. My second x, my second y, giving me -10 minus a -13 squared and -16 minus 16 squared, which is going to simplify to give me 3 squared and 0 squared. Well, 3 squared is 9. And the square root of 9 is 3. So it looks like our radius is 3 units long. Let's go ahead and write both equations. X plus 3 squared, y plus 16 squared equals our radius squared, which is 9. Then we can convert this into general form by squaring these, or by foiling these. That's going to be x plus 13 times x plus 13, y plus 16, y plus 16. And I'm going to do some of this math in my head, some of these combining of like terms. This is going to be x squared plus 26x plus 169, y squared plus 32y, and let's see what 16 times 16 is, 256. Okay, I need to make sure that we have this written highest to lowest, alphabetical, and set equal to 0. So x squared plus y squared plus 26x plus 32y. We can combine those two numbers. When you combine those two numbers, we get 169 plus 256. That's 425. But then we have to subtract the 9 to the other side. So when you subtract the 9 to the other side, that'll be 416. So here are the two final answers for question 8. All right, let's go to question 9. Question 9 gives you the center and the diameter. Center is 0.5. Diameter is 10, which means my radius is 5. So x squared, we're not adding anything to x, plus y minus 5 squared equals our radius squared. So here is the equation in standard form. Then we just need to FOIL this out to get it into general. Again, I'm starting to notice some patterns, and I'm doing some of this mental math in my head when I'm foiling. But if you need to write this out to the side or take baby steps, okay, you can take baby steps if you need to. Okay, the last thing is make sure this is set equal to 0. Oh, I don't know what I did. I read that as a 15. Let's do 25 minus 25, which is 0. bad, guys. All right, so my final answer, this plus 0 is not necessary to write. So here's the general form. And question 10. It gives me the center and a point on the circle. Center is 4, 1. A point on the circle is 4, 4. Okay, in order to write both of these equations, I need to know the radius. Well, the radius is the distance from the center to any point on the circle. So let's go ahead and use the distance formula to find the radius. That's going to be 4 minus 4 squared, 4 minus 1 squared. So 0 squared plus 3 squared, which is just the square root of 9, which is 3. Okay, I can now write my final equation. X minus 4 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals the radius squared. So there's my standard form. To convert it to general, I need to FOIL. When you FOIL the first one, you get x squared minus 8x plus 16. When you FOIL the second one, you get y squared minus 2y plus 1. Okay, write it highest to lowest, alphabetical, and make sure it's set equal to 0. Okay, when you combine those like terms, you get 17. And then you have to subtract the y to the constant to this other side, which needs to be set equal to 0. So 17 minus 9 is going to leave us with 8 on this side, giving our final answer.